All right, we are back, and apologies for that break. We had a little challenge there that has just been resolved. All right, we're just gonna have um two stories, and then we'll call this session a close. How fuel subsidy orders stalled modular refineries take off. And I'm reading from The Punch. Nigeria's dependence on petroleum product imports would have reduced considerably if all the licensed operators of modular refineries have developed the facilities. Modular refineries are simplified refineries that require significantly less capital investment than traditional full-scale refineries, and I agree with this.
Yes, I think one of the problem we have as a nation or as a country is the fact that we don't probably give room for our locally made products
Very true.
to thrive. We rely more on imported materials or goods, and then I believe the binary of a thing. I believe we have gotten to a stage because it's very sad that we are the one producing the raw material.
We have the raw material.
We have the raw material. They take it out, refine it, and bring it back to us and sell it at a higher price, which is very wrong. We should be the one providing the raw material, producing it, and also take it out for sale. With that, we'll make more money than. So I believe at this point, we should be able to see how we can. Thank God for Dangote Refinery, actually. Probably by the time-
With that bring about any change?
Well, it might not, but it will also give some value to our currency.
Because Dangote himself is saying he's going to sell in the same price. There's no difference. I mean, I don't expect anything at the same time when this I go. Yeah.
Yes, I believe it's not about him selling to us at a higher price. It's for the fact that we also producing it and also increasing our economic value over time.
Yeah, it is a high level of corruption, and it is ridiculously funny that a nation that has crude oil is exporting that same crude oil, importing it back the refined one, and selling it. I mean, who does that? Who does that?
Wrong.
When you have the option, you know what to do, but you are not doing it.
Absolutely.
So that means there are people that are benefiting from this whole thing.
I was watching one video online about a Korean telling us that they took the crude oil to their country, reprocessed it or refine it, and bring it back to Nigeria. I was sad when I was watching that video. The person was actually ridiculing our country.
You can imagine.
Because I don't know how to explain that we are the one producing this and that we are still the one suffering for it. It shouldn't be. So I believe government should be able to take a dramatic, or let me say, a drastic approach to solve all these challenges.
Man electrocuted while attempting to steal transformer cable. Now my question is, who is the name of that motivational speaker that motivated this young man?
You know, when you want to do things sometimes, they say risk.
Monkey go market, come back again. One day for the thief, every day is
one day for the thief.
Every day for the thief, one day for the owner.
See, I think I won't say the hunger was the product or was probably the cause of this issue, because the truth is you can't just wake up one day and say you want to. The next place
is transformer.
Is transformer.
Not like you want to go. If he was going for transformation, we understand.
Probably he didn't get his information right.
He didn't get his information before going to the transformer. Now he has been transformed.
And I also read that this is not the first time they've been experiencing this kind of issue, or let me say event in that area. So it is a regular occurrence. But I believe at this time, like what they say, every day for the thief, one day for the owner. Probably he didn't get the information right before he went for this. And then
they know go orientation.
I believe, and to me, I believe government also. Well, I don't want to 100% put all the blame on the government. There are certain things as a citizen you also need to do. You don't need to just wake up one day and say
That's a high level of carelessness and
it's not really right.
You want to go and willy transformer, a whole transformer,
and it will also be a lesson for the people in that environment, or for anybody who is also planning to do something like this.
Because the lights can come at any time. I was thinking, I'm like, okay, how would you even go to a transformer that has light? So I'm like, okay, probably the light went off. I mean, there was no light, and he thought, oh yes, this is an opportunity, and
let me just.
He no go orientation.
He didn't go for orientation before he went for this mission. That's just it.
He probably thought everything is. So let's talk about our Super Eagles.
Sports.
Super Eagles. Super Eagles.
Eagles Super.
Super Eagles. How many times did I call you people? 6-0. Now, my question is, how far do you think? You know, our Super Eagles has a way of starting well. And at that very point where we need them the most, where we need that victory the most, they will just...
Well, I think football, to me...
Sao Tome.
Everybody
I'm not even hearing Sao Tome for this. Sao Tome. What's that?
Well, let me just congratulate them for winning the match.
I mean, but for that level, I mean...
But at least we've qualified.
Okay, you are good, fine.
But still have a whole lot to do. And I want to commend our national team. They are doing their best, you know. And then bringing him the best team to...
But their best is not best enough.
Yes.
It's not like I can play, It's not like I can play, but...
They need a lot of motivation to perform, you know. I could recall there was a time they are owing them some allowances, you know. These are the things they need to put into consideration. Motivation needs to be there, encouragement and some other things that will also make them to do well, you know. And then the pitch, Nigerians, we are not there.
The pitch is not making them to pitch.
Yes. We are not there yet, but I believe we are going to get there someday. You know?
A big shout out to Victor Osimhen. I mean, he did a hat trick yesterday.
Yes.
I called him over the phone, but I guess he was quite busy. He didn't had the chance to pick my call. I'll try to call him this morning.
Nigerian proud, actually.
Yeah. I think I was with him last month. So I can't really remember. But it's all good. Thank you very much, Mr. Simeon, for finding out time to join this very discussed. Apologies once again for the initial break. Please do well to join us for the second session that will be coming up by 1 p.m. Thank you very much, everyone. Keep the conversation going. Even after the end of this session, I'll be in the comment section to engage every one of you. My name is David, and this is Cedarwood Luxury Online Radio, Nigeria's first real estate radio. On Wednesday by 1 p.m., we have an exclusive interview with the MDP OnePlus. Look out for that session. It's going to be very wonderful. It's going to be mind-blowing. And do not forget, also on Wednesday morning, I will be having a fantastic, beautiful session with Mr. Simeon Omar. He will be talking about couple investment in real estate. That will be coming up by 10 a.m. Do not miss it. Do not miss it, especially if you're a couple newly wedded, oldly wedded, about to be wedded, whichever way. Ensure you be part of that session. The second session comes up by 1 p.m., which is Youth Unfiltered. Youth Unfiltered. And this time around, we want to sit down and reflect on some things. Do well to join us by 1 p.m. Thank you very much, and God bless.